Hey guys, good morning. This is Stephanie Choice-Farkasdi. I am a paraprofessional for the SPED department here at LTE. Now, when I was a kid, both my grandparents were college professors. My grandfather taught the sciences and my grandmother taught business. Boring. And then both of my parents worked for the government, for Internal Revenue Service. Again, boring. I knew from an early age that that was not what I wanted to do. I was going to be a rock star. No, seriously, stop laughing. I was going to be a rock star. But my Aunt Siri was a DJ for a major radio station in Dallas back in the 80s. And sometimes she would put me on the air with her, and sometimes I would go to venues with her to concerts. So I was meeting famous people by the time I was 7, and I knew in my heart that that was the path for me. Now, there were several things that I had going for me in order to be in that industry. Number one, I was an avid reader, meaning I read a lot. I have a large vocabulary. So being an avid reader, I also started making up my own stories by writing. It's something that I still do. I had honors English in high school, and my teacher would have us read our papers in front of the class, which kind of forced us to be engaging and entertaining. It also got me over the stage fright of public speaking. Now, fast forward a few years later, I'm in college, Southwestern Adventist University, and I'm working for the same radio station that my Aunt Siri did, under the same advisor at the same university. And before I got into the education field, I was a broadcaster for 12 years in radio and in television. I got my degree. I moved to Hawaii right after graduation, and I started working in the advertising department of a major newspaper. And I also became a voiceover artist for a major radio station. Now, back in college, while I was working at the radio station, I was in charge of back announcing. I had to do weather, sports, community activities, local and international news, and doing public events. I had to be a producer and an editor, and I had to come up with show ideas. Now, once a year, we would also have a major Christian artist come and perform for our campus, and most times I was asked to be the one to introduce them. I also had to be a board operator. I had to train other student DJs. And I also had to be a troubleshooter when things went wrong with the equipment. So you can't be afraid of electronics and technological gadgets. So kids, remember, if this is the kind of field that you are interested in, you love to read and write, you've got the gift of gab, and you love technology, then broadcasting just might be the field for you. Plus, meeting famous people is kind of cool.